Hello, my name is Moses Columbus Taylor, father of Vance Columbus Taylor Sr. I'm going to tell you how we got our last name and give you a brief synopsis of our genealogy. My father, James Henry Jones, was born in Plymouth, North Carolina in 1845. His mother died while he was young, and he was raised by his blind grandmother. His father was said to be an Irish sailor. Oftentimes, his grandmother would send him to the store near their house. One day, the storekeeper promised to take him on a trip to have a good time. My father was only about 10 years old at the time, and little did he know that he was getting tricked into being sold into slavery. That night, he went with the storekeeper on his boat and ended up in Edgecombe County, North Carolina. There, he was sold to the Taylor family. Doe, his wife Fanny, their son John, and daughter Hattie. That's when my father's name was changed from James Henry Jones to Henry Taylor. He worked for about 9 years as a slave until the Emancipation Proclamation was signed. He was not able to be freed because you needed to be 21 in order to be freed, and he was only 19. He felt this was an injustice, so he decided to run away, but he was later recaptured. That's how we got our last name. Now, I was born on February 14, 1883. My first wife, Minnie, and I had several kids, one of which was Vance Columbus Taylor Sr. He was born March 17, 1921, in Bethel, North Carolina. Later, he met Flossie, who was the daughter of Lawyer and Effie Pope, both of whom were part Cherokee Indian and had never been enslaved. Lawyer and Effie were married in 1905 and moved to Norfolk, Virginia in 1906. Lawyer Pope was a prosperous man who acquired wealth and eventually owned a construction company. Flossie, like me, was born on Valentine's Day in 1923. Vance and Flossie were married, had 6 children, raised a wonderful family, and were pillars in their community. They lived through many significant events, such as segregation and World War II, but kept their values and maintained a Christian household. Here are the names of Vance and Flossie's children and their spouses. Irvin and Evelyn Taylor, Vance Columbus Jr. and Doris Taylor, Audrey and Stanley Green, Thomas and Teresa Taylor, Lola and Charles Johnson, and Norman Taylor. Now this brings us to the first cousins, Vance Sr. and Flossie's children's children. Here are their names in chronological order by parent. Irvin and Evelyn's child is Eric. Vance Jr. and Doris' children are Felton, a.k.a. Lynn, Curtis, a.k.a. Randy, Camellia, a.k.a. Kitten, LaShunda Pebbles, Vance III Dooley, Sean, a.k.a. Winky, and Faith. Audrey and Stanley's children are Robin and Anita. Thomas and Teresa's children are Joy, Ryan, Hope, and Randall. And finally, Lola's children are Rex, a.k.a. Byron, Alonzo, and Breon. I pray you've enjoyed this. Love one another, take care of each other, and cherish those who are no longer here. Your roots run deep. You come from a strong and proud legacy. Honor God in all you do, and He will direct your path. Always remember, we are tailor-made.